What's going on guys, Houndish here for Planet Destiny, and today we're going to take a look at pulse rifles in PvP following the April update. This isn't going to be a top 5 sort of thing, but is more of a discussion about their PvP performance broken down by archetype. So let's start out with the lowest rate of fire pulse rifles, things like Lubmila D, Spare Change and the Messenger. So this is the 59 rate of fire and 30 impact type of pulse rifle, and these were buffed by 3% base damage in the April update. Before I say anything else though, I feel like this is the most difficult archetype to balance. If you allow 2 burst kills then it's simply pretty strong, but if it requires 3 bursts then its time to kill is too low. Not to mention that in an open gunfight, missing a burst will almost certainly get you killed. The 3% buff doesn't allow this type of pulse rifle to 2 burst again, but merely makes the weapons more reliable. That's not to say that you can't use them to some effect, but overall they aren't a great competitive option. Moving up a notch though to the Red Death variety of pulse rifle, that's the 66 rate of fire and 14 impact type, including things like Nerwin's Mercy and Reflection Sum. These received no base changes in the April update, and of course in year 1 this was a very solid archetype of pulse rifle, but in year 2 they remain to be a little slow on time to kill, and the lower damage means that it just doesn't flinch targets all that much, so overall this type of pulse rifle right now just feels a little bit lackluster. I'd just like them to feel a little more powerful, Red Death in particular being one of my favourite weapons in the game. But up next is going to be the Hawksaw variety of pulse rifle, that's the 73 rate of fire and 7 impact style, and includes weapons like Suros PDX and the Aegis of the Reef. So this has certainly been the most popular type of pulse rifle throughout year 2 so far, and the April update has seen a resurgence of this weapon type. The main reason for this is probably that a lot of the other very strong weapons have been brought ever so slightly back into line, making these even more viable. And then there's also the fact that you can get a God Roll Hawksaw from the Crucible vendor, which has certainly helped. In short, this archetype remains to be the best in class for pulse rifles in my opinion. They're the most tactile and flexible of the bunch, having high enough rate of fire and damage to be effective in fairly close ranges, but still having that mid to long range capability and killing pretty fast. Finally, we're at the fastest firing style of pulse rifle, things like Grasp of Malak, which are the 77 rate of fire and 7 impact variety. It still kills fast and maintains its close to longer medium range capability, and is certainly a competitive choice in the right hands. It's a lot of fun to use the weapon in PvP, but overall, like I said, I feel the Hawksaw variety offers the most flexibility and reliability in PvP right now. That's all I can really say about pulse rifles currently in PvP. I'd like to see a buff to the 66 rate of fire or Red Death type of pulse rifles. With so many fast firing weapons, I feel like the lower rate of fire pulse rifles just need some more kick. But anyway guys, these are my impressions of how different pulse rifle archetypes perform currently in PvP. If you have enjoyed the video, please drop a like down below, that is always much appreciated, and feel free to check out my channel for a lot more Destiny content. But for now, you guys have a great day.